fuck has happened to you?
What do you mean? Fine. Man.
Are you gonna stop? Are you gonna stop pretending that you're okay and actually? And does Rhodes know about this?
I'd hope so.
Doc,
What?
you were perfectly fine last week, and now you're missing an eye and a hand.
And a lung and a kidney.
Okay. What happened?
I don't want to talk about it because then people do stupid things.
What?
What do you know about the lighthouse?
Does it have to do with Norman Bones?
Yes.
Norman Bones has stolen your hand and your kidney and your eyeball.
Well, I don't know whether stolen is the right word. They just don't exist anymore. Like, well, they do exist somewhere. They're probably in a lab, but they're not functional.
I don't know what to do, Doc. What? I'm not a priest. I'm not fucking.
You don't have to do anything. I'm fine.
Well, now you make me feel bad.
Why?
You made me feel bad now.
What did you just
Look,
go?
you're gonna be the CPD's fucking Winston soon.
No, because I'm
Why
gonna
don't you just kick him in the balls? Have you tried that?
Pond actually punched him in the nose, and then immediately as she did that, she passed out and woke up in the hospital.
Right, but even if he's a spirit, he's still got balls. Kick him in the balls and run.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll try that next time.
Well, you're not going to be able to run because you've only got one fucking lung.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
What's Pred going to say when he sees you?
I'm going to petition to Pred to turn me into a cyborg. I
just want a fucking eye.
It was a joke, but I don't want an eye patch. I don't like it. I want an eye, just like you.
From my conversation with Abdul, I think it's going to be something that, you know, it's going to be like a real kind of eye that, or a prosthetic eye that links to your brain, so it'll help you see. It won't allow you to do anything.
What?
Well, do you want an eye or do you just want a glass eye?
I want a glass eye.
So you want like a prosthetic eye, don't you?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Unit 23 at Roosters.
But I want it,
I think the
I want it to be cool. I'm honest. I want a flashlight.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to speak to Lang and Mr. Buddha. Sorry, Lang and Dean.
We could be the poster boys and girls for CPD.
Well, Doc, it's very dangerous, you know. I said I wanted it because I wanted to let go of the past. But I know it's not like, Doc, this might kill you.
Well, I haven't died so far, and half my body's missing. So, what could hurt? You know, who cares?
Are you sure you don't? Is this something you want to do it together?
What do you mean?
We're still running.
Well, I spoke to Abdul about this before in Pred, and I was going to be one of the first.
I
mean, if you want to be the first, go for it.
No, it's not about being the first or anything, Doc.
And yeah, I'll do with you.
I don't want to say anything happen to you, and that's why I said I'd go first, because no one really cares if it happens to me.
No, I'll go first. I'll go.
No,
I'll be the chest. I'll be the rabbit. You know.
No. We'll do it together, okay?
We can't pursue.
We'll be the first. How's that sound?
I'm too hungry.
Okay. Okay.
Because you probably do need a man and a woman.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Okay, but this might mean you have to wake up one day later in the storm because we've got to sit down with them, Abdul said.
Oh. Yeah, I can do that. I can do
All
that.
right,
I'm going to be a transhumanist. I want to replace all my body parts with cybernetic things now.
Well, you should tell Dart.
Tell
I mean, you
who?
should tell Road.
Yeah, I will eventually.
Rhodes knows everything that's happened to you.
Yes.
He seems awfully okay about it.
Well, we kind of have to be, you know. We got a family to take care of. You know, Flop he's lost all his memories now, and Cody's God knows where. So
Cody who?
Cody's sharp.
Oh, you don't know, do you?
What do you mean? Now what?
Social 625, any actives?
Is he your family?
He's my son.
Okay,
What's up?
I think you need to speak to Rhodes.
Why?
I don't think I should say anything.
Say anything about what? Did he get fired? He ain't been on duty for months.
I don't think this is my place to say.
Okay. Thanks for the cryptic message, Nova. Thanks for that. All right. What a surprise. Matt's not picking up. So I can't even figure out this mystery about my son. Thanks, Nova. Thank you for that. Thanks, Nova. I'm gonna
Your
get back
son's
to
dead, Dart. I'm sorry.
Cody.
Yeah. It was you'll need to speak to Pred. Okay?
You sure it's my Cody?
SDSO Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Unless I misheard in the meeting. Do you want to take a seat? You okay? I don't want to sit here and say what happened for certainty, Dark, because I don't know the full complexity of it.
Thanks for letting me know.
Well, I think you should. It's what I remember from the meeting, Dark, a couple of days ago. I think you need to speak to Pred and see. I remember it was something to do with Pred Gunner and other people. I don't think they shot him, but they will know the full context. Okay. No one's even. Today's the first day you've been on duty in a while, yeah. So no one's probably had time to tell you. I didn't even know it was your son.
Okay. I'll talk to Matt.
Look, I'll speak to Abdul. Okay, I'll let him know to speak to you. But if you need anything, you let me know. Okay. I know what it's like to lose a kid. And you're already going through a lot, it seems like. If you need anything, you let me know.
Please pick up. Just got the wrong Cody. Come on. Please. I can't lose two. Hey, Cody. Is she dead? Listen, I don't know what's going on, but they're telling me things, and I think they're lying to me, so you gotta come back and prove them wrong. I love you. See you soon.
Hey. How are you feeling?
Didn't you tell me?
I was about to.
Was that before or after you went to an S plus or an A plus?
Uh, that. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Given everything you're going through, I didn't think the added stress of finding that out would help. And after talking with people and you know, just not trying to consider just me in this, I came here to tell you. Is it the right time? No, but this isn't exactly a situation in which any option is a good option. Do I think you need to deal with the added stress of finding out that Cody's dead? No, no, not at all. But I don't know. I don't know. I fucked up, clearly, but I mean,
Murdered?
I'm gonna be honest. When I found out, mentally, I was just already dead inside, having dealt with everything days prior. From my understanding, it happened the same day that you were in the hospital when the rat was found in your stomach and you lost your eye, your kidney, your lung, your hand. The hand was prior to, but that same day, and then the dealing with Flop, and then while you were getting surgery, Flop was with Cody. Cody didn't understand any of what was going on. Cody started talking shit to Flop. Flop was in contact with Cody. Flop threw up. Then me, Cody, and Flop got antibiotics. And at some point in time, Flop ended up having a live rat in his stomach like you did. And then Cody just didn't believe in any of what was going on. Understandable. He then left. I called Balto while he was in surgery with you. I had to go. Cody was somewhere outside. I told Balto. At some point in time throughout all of this, Cody ends up, I guess, holding up an officer at gunpoint in the captain's office. I don't know if he threatened them. But something happened. Large standoff. And then Brian shot him. I'm going to be honest. When I heard that, I didn't want to hear anything else. And Brian has tried to contact me, and I don't want to talk to him. For just a day, I wanted a normal day. Just a normal day. Because for my mental, if I can't get my normal day, I'm going to go crazy. And it was just one thing after another, after another. And the reality is, I would rather upset people for a day, telling people or pretending I don't care, than snap and not be me. Listen, I've said this a million times to a million different people. I don't deal with emotion well. I pretend in front of everyone that none of it matters. Okay. And then at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, I get into my car and I listen to music. And hours later, I show up home with things mentally being better, maybe not good, but better. And I move on with my life. And that sounds fucking terrible. Because in front of someone, I can keep a straight face and just get by and deal with the normal day to day, even if inside everything fucking hurts. And that's just a flaw. Everyone's got flaws, and that's mine. But the reality is, at some point, there is a breaking point. Even if I do bottle everything up and then listen to music and do whatever it is I need to do, that's not going to change any of what's going on. I don't know what can. But I just didn't think the added stress of finding out what happened to Cody after everything that's already happened to you was a smart idea. But on the flip side, again, after speaking with people who brought up, how's Richard, and the reality was I don't know. It wasn't fair for you to not know. That's the reality. It wasn't fair. And so I intended coming here and telling you, because if you found out, which clearly you did, then it's clearly going to be considerably worse. I think being married to someone, there's a level of trust and communication that you always expect, and not keeping secrets is one of them.
Stop it. I'm not mad at you. Might have done the same thing. Our son was killed by Brian Knight. And I want to know what the fuck happened. And why, seemingly, he's either not in prison or he's still a cop.
My understanding, he's been going around bragging to people about having shot another cop. and has even tried using it as part of his campaign. Be the chief of police, which pisses me the fuck off. Because listen, I think you and I can both acknowledge if Cody did wrong, okay, the reality was there are consequences to actions, all right? And even if Brian was 100% justified in doing what he did, and I don't know if that's the case because I haven't looked into it because I just don't have the mental capacity right now to deal with it. Even if it was completely justified, there is no reason as to why he's going around either utilizing that as part of his campaign to be chief of police or bragging about it to other people. And you and I both know, well, at least I do, because I've dealt with Brian, that him bragging about it and confronting him about that is going to be nothing more than, I wasn't bragging, I was just telling people what happened. And you know damn well his intent was to brag. So,
Were you there when it happened?
no. I got an email that I hadn't even read until the day after. I showed up on duty, and of all people, Norman fucking Bones calls me and says something about Flop and Cody. And I was like, what do you mean? What's going on with Cody? And he was like, oh, you don't know? And followed by him hanging up. So then I asked, Mac was around me and a couple other people were around me. I forget who. I brought it up, maybe Deacon even, I'm not sure. And shortly after, they briefly explained what happened. So no, I wasn't there. But I do know Cody was not acting like himself since the hospital situation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how long after the hospital situation that occurred. I know Columbo was there. Obviously, Brian. I think Demi, because Demi's the one who originally emailed me, and I was told she's the one who had been taking the report.
Yes, she has.
And then, okay. Something else that happened. I haven't spoken with you since. When I was the day that happened, when I was in the hospital and I had to go off duty, I got a call shortly before leaving from an unknown number. Well, first I got an unknown call from someone. I picked up and said, "Hello, what can I do to save my husband?" And then it wasn't anyone of importance. It was a serial killer who kills serial killers, apparently, named the Hound. Then, after I concluded that phone call, shortly after, I got another unknown number, and I was like, "Oh, great." I then spoke with who I believe to be, you know who, he who shall not be named, and their tone sounded higher pitched than what I remember, but they pretty much said you had 7 days, and when that was said, there was no interest in a conversation. It was pretty much wait the 7 days and we'll figure it. And it's like, you're telling me that Richard's going to be dead in 7 days and then to wait that period of time before anything else happens. What? All I know outside of this is that Pixie had been sick after meeting you know who, and currently she's fine. As it stands, I don't know if she's good, but she mentioned the other day she saw flies or heard flies or something in the hospital. Someone made mention of Pixie I forget exactly what it was, but she wasn't good after meeting that person. And I also tried to tell.
Hold on. Brian had a deal with Norman. We had a deal with Norman to protect me, you, and Flop,
Right.
Cody. Once all our shit is done with Norman, Brian Knight, the one who has a deal with the man at the lighthouse, ends up killing our son.
Oh, God. I didn't even consider that. I did not consider that at all. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wouldn't, if that was the case, if that was the case, wouldn't this be a situation in which Cody's in purgatory, in which Norman would try to force us back into another deal? And wouldn't he be taunting us? I mean, he's done it to me. He's done it to me with that phone call. I don't know if he actually knew if I knew. He was clearly aware.
Maybe we ask him. I don't really want to talk to him, but it might be worth just asking Norman whether Cody's in purgatory or gone.
I mean, I've spoken to Storm as well, and I feel like that's something she would have an answer to. I feel like she would have mentioned he was in purgatory if she was aware. Also, when everything was going on, Storm went to the lighthouse to make a deal to try to get everyone better, and Norman pretty much confirmed what we already know, and that all of this, in terms of you being sick, Pixie being, none of that is his doing. And I brought that up with Bundy as well. Spoke with Bundy. I mean, obviously, he sort of dragged us into this by bringing Flop, you know, but Bundy's not a bad guy. I think he's done questionable things. I think, you know, I think unintentionally he got people involved. But I don't think Bundy would ever make a malicious choice. And when I say a malicious choice, I mean, if the options were something not bad and something bad, I don't think he'd ever pick something bad. Unless it were his worst enemy, you know? And I don't know. He's got his issue with his lungs. But what I don't understand is, for the longest time, Norman was taking credit for that. So what is it? Does he do that stuff or does he not? Because I distinctly recall him at some point, I don't know if you were there for that conversation, but bringing up Bundy's lungs. Were you there for that?
I don't care anymore, I'll be honest. I don't care about Norman or his stupid fucking brother. I just want to be done with it.
Yeah, as do I. But we're sort of just in limbo at the moment, considering you know who.
What does he want?
He hasn't said. He hasn't said.
I've got a doctor's
It was like
appointment.
it was like speaking to a wall. It was a bombardment of information that wasn't of much help, pretty much reiterating that he was responsible for shit that's happened, and pretty much, I don't know, made the implication that I need to suffer. Who the fuck knows? So that is where we stand in terms of all of that. Do you need a ride to your appointment? You want me to go with you?
If you want to, Belter says it's at past, so got a minute.
Okay. All right. I've tried calling Pixie because I heard that she was feeling better. And if she was, then
Need to find out why.
exactly. But I'm going to be honest. I've always trusted Pixie, and I've never had a reason not to. And Pixie's always the person I can go to discuss what's going on. And she gives you she's like me in the sense that if you ask me if you look fat in that dress, I'll tell you yeah. Okay? Pixie's similar, but slightly different. And she seems not standoffish, or I don't know how to explain it outside of the fact that she seems willing to help, but is almost hesitant. Do you remember when I called her while we were all at the lighthouse?
And she was on the phone to Norman. Yeah.
I don't think she ever admitted to being on the phone with Norman to me.
Ask her.
I did. And I don't think I got an upfront answer. And I don't know why. She has never been like this, ever. And I see her on ride-alongs with people, and it's just a normal day for her, which is fine. That's something I do, right? Just for my mental, and it's almost like it doesn't matter. I mean, she called me saying, "Hey, you know, after you mentioned so and so, they showed up." Oh God, Edward's calling me. I'm not even going to decline the call. My phone's on silent, and I'm just going to let this go through, because if I decline it, he's going to know I declined it, and then he's going to seek me out. And if he finds out you're sick, he's probably going to try to kill you. Hey, if we've got time, you wanna get lunch at the Rooster or dinner?
I'm not really hungry.
No.
But I think it might be if you want answers on things, I think it's time to stop being nice. Being nice has got us this far. I don't think it's going to get us any further.
I don't know that changing our tone or what we're doing is. I don't know that things are intended to go any farther. What do we do? We're not nice. They get more upset, and then what?
If Pixie's hiding something about all of this, why do
You want me to call her here?
Yeah.
Hey, where you at? The hospital? Would you be able to come to Mission Row? What was that? All right. Let me know when you're here. All right, bye. She's on her way. All I know is that when I spoke with Pixie, she mentioned that he who shall not be named, which you should not name, please, her and him would just bicker and go back and forth in the hospital over and over and over. And they're always at each other's throats. I don't understand why. I mean, maybe I do. You know how when someone is really good at their field and someone else tries to tell them that they're doing something wrong or they could have done something better, and it's all about this perception of that person being the best of the best and therefore correcting them as wrong. But I don't know that Pixie ever got involved in situations like that, which is why it doesn't make sense to me. Like, what would they bicker about? Oh, I did see someone walking the other day. They had a limp, and it looked like what I remember he who shall not be named to look like. I didn't say anything. I didn't stop. I did circle the block, and eventually they were gone. They were just walking on the side of the road towards like Legion Square. And again, I don't know why.
What do you look like? I don't necessarily want to say it's hard to explain, but what I do know is that someone recently described him as looking very similar to Yuri, the doctor. But this person, do you know when you see someone? Okay, I mean, she might be here. I'm gonna bring her up here. Hello? All right. Go to the side door by like the motor pool area, and I'll let you in. Hello.
Hey, Richard,
Hey.
how'd it go?
Yeah, we're pretty good.
Good. I just clocked on duty. Would this be an easier conversation to have off duty? I mean, I could always go 10-7 and talk to you. I don't know if you're clocked in right now.
You know, I'm at Mission Bar. He's putting up now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually out front. If you wanted to pick me up real quick, we could chat. What is that shit? I mean, oh wait, is that you?
Oh yeah, it's me.
Awesome. Oh, it's a very nice car. Kind of looks like my truck a little bit.
Hey, come on, let's go upstairs.
All right.
How much?
All right.
Hey, Deacon.
Hey, Molten.
Hello. Are you okay? Oh, it's dark. It's you, Jesus.
What's up?
No, I just saw someone limping. I didn't recognize you at first. You still feeling all right?
You assistant chief.
In term chief of police, technically, but
What's happening to Brian tonight?
what did he do this time?
You don't know.
Are you? Oh, are you? Okay, I'm gonna. Are you referring to what happened in the captain's office a few days ago?
I'd imagine so.
All right, step in here. I'll give you a little bit of a
Man,
tidbit.
is something happening to him or not? Yes or
Uh,
no?
not right this second. There is an ongoing investigation, and also he's sadly he's one of the candidates running for chief of police. So I'll be honest. Even if I wanted to do something to him right now, I couldn't, because that would be seen as a gross abuse of my position given the election going on. But I have been told that there is an not election, sorry. I have been told there is an investigation going on, and if the SDSO wants something done, then something will definitely happen. As to what that is, sadly, I can't really say what that is, but it's probably going to have to be up to the next chief of police. Hopefully, May.
Cool. Thanks.
Yep.
Where are we going, Richard?
Come up here.
We're going all the way up.
You know, yesterday I got made fun of my run, and I.
I'm gonna just grab a quick water over there because I'm having a drink, you know.
No, you're good.
I'll meet you in there, okay?
In the meeting room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Need 2 seconds, chat. Sorry, sorry about that. Cope and everything. No.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're good.
What did you want to talk about?
I'm gonna be honest. I just wanted to see how you were doing.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm good. Oh. Things considered.
Well, it's being considered.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's nothing.
I mean, Richard, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty concerned about you. I'm pretty concerned about a lot of what's going on, to be honest. So the day that I got lost, you and that other cop approached me.
I'm gonna very obviously change the subject. Remember you shot someone over a chicken?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does this work?
You have to click the rewind button.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. There you go.
It's your granddad, Richard. I'm filming this for when you're older. This is you. How old is Flap now, Flo?
Flap is currently 2 months old.
Oh, okay, Flap. Well, you're just 2 months old now, but you'll have you'll have this when you're older, and you can see what you look like. You probably won't look much different, but here you are, little Flap. Oh, Flap, stay out the road, son. Get him out the road, son. He's gonna die. He's gonna fucking die. Flap, he's stuck. Help him. What kind of father are you, son?
I found the female.
What kind of father are you? I'm into this.
Flap, come here, come here, come here. Come here, Flap.
Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's your granddad,
How do I turn
Richard. I'm filming this for when you're older.
You press the
This
stop
is
button?
you. How old is Flap now, Flo?
I've got
Flap
It's
is
not working.
currently, 2 months old.
Oh,
Just
okay, Flap. Well, you're just
Just
2
press
months
the
old
button.
now, but you'll have you'll have this when you're older, and you can see what you look
did.
like. You probably won't look much different, but here you are, little Flap. Oh, Flap, stay out the road,
I
son.
pressed it already and I
Get
just
him
got
out the
suffering.
road, son. He's gonna die. He's gonna fucking die. Flap, he's stuck. Help him. What kind of father are you, son?
I found the female.
why
What
are
kind of
you? Why
father
are
are-
you?
Worked.
Okay. Well, that worked.
That was the first time I met Flap. You might not remember me or your other dad or your brother, but we remember you. But you don't have to remember us. just be you. Be here. Don't go anywhere. Other than that, just continue existing. And we'll be okay. Questions?
I I have many. How old is that video?
Well, months, maybe. I'm not sure. You're right, I should really start dating my VHS boxes. Thanks.
I don't know what to make of that video. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember any of that, but I remember adopting the chicken.
There's a lot of things you're not going to remember. I've been there, not remembering stuff. My only advice is to just don't worry about remembering. Because no one's going to get mad at you for forgetting. So just don't focus on it. Just focus on doing what you do and being who you are, and you're meant to remember, you will. If you're not, so be it. Nobody's going to be mad at you for that.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why did you buy out my whole shop?
I don't know what you're on about.
I received 2 phone calls from my manager who manages my store. I know one Isabella Carrington, who says hi, by the way. Apparently she knows you.
A little bit.
I noticed it, my manager, and Izzy noticed it because apparently she saw you and she said that you didn't look like you were doing good. And apparently she said you didn't look great either. And then I did my morning routine, went out, woke up, went to my shop. We're going to put my sign up. Saw a big sign out front that said free vests. And I thought, who's trying to compete with me? Turns out, there were no vests. And it made me realize that there is nobody else within the area in the Korean Plaza who sells medical supplies unless it was me. Made me realize that if anything were to come, it would have been from my place. and I checked our books, and you spent upwards of $50,000 at my store.
Must have been somebody else. Wasn't me.
I have a question.
Oh.
Does that look like someone else to you?
Must be another Richard Dock. You know how this city is.
Even though 2 people witnessed you? Listen, Richard, you can deny this. You can turn your back on this, and I will not stop you. But I saw you the other day. I saw the way you acted. I see the way you're acting now. You're sick. You're obviously going through something. It was very apparent to me that you were going through something the day that I saw you. So much to the point that you turned around and walked away from me. I have had a lot of conversations recently with a lot of people. In a lot of those conversations, I'm very confused. I wish I knew and understood more. And somebody told me that they're not comfortable telling me about a lot. And that's okay. I got a brain scan. Everything came back clean. But I've been approached about a lot of interesting stuff. I got a call from Brian Knight. I would imagine to what you're talking about.
What did Brian say?
He called me and apologized for, he called and said, hey, Flop, sorry for killing your brother. And I had to remind him that I didn't know what he was talking about. And that I'm sorry that I don't know. That Cody guy called me a moron on Twitter, punched me out in the hospital. Next thing I heard, he passed. So I don't know necessarily what happened to him, but I've gotten the story from multiple people. And I asked Brian very clearly, I said, are you happy that you killed a cop? Are you happy that you killed one of your own? He goes, no, I was calling to apologize. I said, if you were to apologize for something, Brian, would it not be argued that, apparently in the same conversation, both Pred and Gunner pulled out guns on each other? Would it not be a safe assumption to say that if you were intellectually consistent in your job, you would have shot Gunner too? And Brian started telling me that he fails to understand my point and is concerned for my abilities as an officer and tried to question my integrity. And he immediately started saying, he asked if I was dumb, asked if I was stupid. And at that point, I realized I won my battle. He backpedaled his ass as far back as he fucking could. So I don't really know what happened with Brian. But I don't know why he called me about it. But I've been very confused recently. And I'm going to be honest with you. Based on what other people have told me, based on what other people have saw at my shop. You can deny it, but it's the reason why I wanted to have a conversation with you. What is going on?
Um. You were involved in something pretty dangerous with a guy up at the lighthouse. So, warning you not to go back to the lighthouse.
I've never been there, and I've already been told by multiple other officers that I should trust them. And I will put that same trust in you as Winston and other people have, that I don't plan on going back to that place. All I'm saying, though, is if it's so dangerous, why don't they just sell the fucking place and move away? What's the point?
Good question.
Why do we not go down to the barrio? Maybe because it's dangerous. Why don't we go back to the lighthouse if it's dangerous? I'm going to be honest with you, Richard. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it's very obvious to me that something happened to me. And as much as I angrily want to turn my back because people are throwing things in my face, some of it makes sense and some of it doesn't. And that video, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to make of it. But somebody talked to me yesterday. And I asked them if I put people in danger. And they simply said no. And I actually help people. And I don't know what actually happened. And I don't know what actually transpired from whatever happened. But if it's true that I actually helped people, I don't want that to change. And I offer the same hand to you as I've handed to other people. You say that I don't want to stop being that helping hand. And if you need something, it does sound like you're going through something. I mean, granted, we're all going through something, right? Never an opportunity where we're not. I don't know how much. I'm gonna be honest. I wish I knew you better, but if the least I could do is be that helping hand to help you, I can see cries for help, like dropping $50,000 on a store. Nobody needs that many vests. Nobody needs that many first aids. And I think you know that. I'm not asking for anything in return. I just wanted to let you know, face to face, that if you need anything, you can always call. I don't really know your husband all that well, but I'm assuming if you're going through something, is he okay? Is he making it all right?
No. No.
Is he going through something similar?
Going through something a little worse.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. You're the only one who's texted me and checked to see if I was okay. Said that, you know, hoped I was doing well. And the least I can do is hope that you were doing well as well. I don't know. Just let me know if you need anything or need something, or I don't know. Just let me know.
I will.
I'd like to get to know you. I think that's gonna take some time, because I'm gonna be honest, that video confused me and left me with more question than answer. I didn't forget what you said when we were at that table. So to go back to what I asked before, what is going on with you? Because you're coughing. You're not doing. You're obviously not doing too great. I'm gonna be honest. You look like shit, and I'm not saying that in a rude way. Just you obviously don't look like you are in good health, and the least I can say is if there's something I can do, let me know. I'm just looking for some honesty. I'll let you run from your problems, but I'm still gonna ask you the question directly to your face.
I lost my left lung, left hand, left eye, and left kidney because I'm an idiot. And because of that, because of the same thing that took them is still there. I probably won't be here in about 5 days. And 5 days passed when I was in the hospital was when my son got died. I didn't get to see him. I hadn't seen him for months. He was the one that had punched you, called you a moron. So I woke up yesterday, maybe the day before, and then it's you who same day I lost Cody. It was the same day that you Turned up at the lighthouse without confused. and Matt, my husband, your dad, thought it was because only as he lost his son, he's lost you too. And his husband, me, is rotting from the inside and has 5 days to live. He's second from the top of the biggest police department in the city. And the man who killed his son now has a very good chance at being the chief of police. The same guy who called you up, boasting about how he killed your brother. Not to mention that you don't remember he was your brother. That's it. It's my life at the minute.
I don't know how to feel about this. You know what? I'm gonna start over. Thank you for at least being honest. I don't know how to feel about the idea of I don't understand this family thing going on. And you'll have to forgive me. But that's a lot to take in. And I'm not saying I don't believe you. I just it doesn't all make sense right now. I will say this though, because I made a promise to somebody. If what you're saying is true, although I might have, there's a chance I could have forgotten you. There's obviously no doubt that you haven't forgotten me. And I'm going to hope that it stays that way. And hopefully I'll be able to make light and make an understanding as to what's really going on. So I'm sorry if I'm maybe coming off a little lighthearted. I'm not meaning to. This is obviously a lot to take in. Will you do me a favor?
Sure.
Make sure you get daily checkups. Go to the doctor every day. Just go get a checkup. And when you find out what's going on, if you would be willing to just let me know what's going on.
I will. Can you do me
As
a
long as you don't
favour?
feel like. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be It's gonna be pretty big favor. Really sorry to have to ask you this. Considering that you don't remember us. But if in 5 days I'm not here anymore, that means the vice marshal, my husband, is gonna have to attend 2 funerals. One for his husband and one for his son. And I know that you don't remember him, but could you just stand with him at those? Just be there, like close. You don't have to say nothing or do nothing. Just just be there. You know.
Would it mean something to him?
Yeah. I think so. If you don't want to, that's okay. I get it.
I'll do it.
You sure?
I promise.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You smoke?
Yeah. Sometimes. Because recently I've been a little bit more stressed out, so.
Just one more thing. Don't smoke next 2-3 weeks.
That's kind of a long time.
No. Just de-stress in other ways. Apparently smoking might be a little bit more dangerous. So, yeah, just do that.
I could try.
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna go. Some stuff to do. Thank you very much. Talking to me and listening and thinking about doing my favor and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'll call him back.
Just keep me updated, all right? Let me know how things turn out.
You're a really good detective, Flo. So keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. How are you? How are things?
Good. I just spoke to Flop for a bit. Nice.
Okay. I mean, how are you feeling?
All right. As long as I don't do much, I'm all right.
Okay. Good news, bad news?
What do you mean?
Doctor's appointment.
Not good news.
I could tell from your response. How long?
Did you speak about Joe?
How long?
Five days.
Tell you what, I've sucked dick in these knee pads.
Well, you know, that's... Okay, don't hate me when I say this, but it might not be the worst thing. 'Cause that phone call I got implied 7 days from that day. And at that point, you were given 7 days. We're now a couple days away from that 7-day period, and you now have 5. Maybe something happens from now until then. All I know is that we cannot make any deals. You need to promise me you won't.
I promise. I'm not doing that.
And I'm not making any either. But we I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping for. I'm just hoping it's a matter of, I hope you learned your lesson. Don't fuck with me or say my name. You know, one of those, and then you're not. You know, I hope that. And then you get better. Who knows? You know, given everything that's happened, anything's possible.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Balto said it might be the feather I've got that's helping me out a bit. So I don't know where I got it
why?
from. Yeah.
Forcer gave it to you. She got it from someone else. Forcer got it from someone else, and then Storm told Forcer to give it to you, and Forcer gave it to you. The issue is, when you were in the hospital and it was literally just suffering, stuff happened with Flop, and then you and Cody and she went to go and make a deal. She tried to. And nothing really worked, and Norman, from my understanding, reiterated that what's going on is not his doing. Pixie did suggest burning Norman's journal.
Ooh, maybe we need like a basilisk tooth.
Huh?
Hey, Richard?
Never seen
Isn't that
Harry
typically
Potter.
like a... No. But I have played World of Warcraft, and that crosses me as like a quest item.
I don't want to interrupt, but
Hold on, Flo. What's up, Flo?
do you think do you have 10 seconds real quick?
Yeah, I have 10
We'll call it.
seconds.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay on the phone though.
That's fine. You need this more than I do. That's all. Have a good rest of your day.
Can I pretend to know what he's saying?
I was doing okay, but now I'm not.
I think he said, Richard, you got a moment?
Yep.
And then you said, yeah, and then he's like, it'll only be like 10 seconds. It'll be quick. And then you listened to him, and then he talked about all of the crazy things that Ziggy told him because he doesn't remember him as his husband.
No, you're wrong.
Oh,
You might have a job as a fortune teller. He gave me a hug, and now I'm crying.
why is he Did he say you were gonna cry?
No, you're not a bloody fortune teller.
His fortune is that he can make people cry.
Yes, that's pretty good.
Can you tell us why it's raining?
Pathetic fallacy. That's what that is.
What?
I think
you just say a poetic penis?
No. No, that's
you just said no. You just said the word.
Don't worry about it.
Huh?
Listen. At least in 5 days, this is probably going to be over one way or another. But we got that going for us.
Are you talking to me or him?
Rob's gone. Rob's been gone for a while.
Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah. If you need anything, let me know. All right.
You two, let's just see what happens. Right?
Yeah. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful given the circumstances. Because if you think about it, right? The reality is, if they wanted you dead, you'd already be dead, right? And if all they're trying to do is prove a point, their point has been proven. You know, they set I don't know, rules in place that we follow and not stray from that, I guess. I don't know.
Just try not to worry about it. Let's just wait and see.
Harder said than done. Definitely harder. Easier said than done. That's what I should have said. It's harder to listen to you say it because it's out of my control, you know? And it's like it's happening to you, not me. And I did talk to Balto.
Listen, I'm okay. I might not be physically okay, but just try not to worry too much, right? I'll get this handled.
I appreciate the positive attitude. All right, but I am a little worried. Is this flop in a sketchy garage next to Mission Room? Of course it is. What are you doing here?
Hey, why don't you why don't you roll with Rob for a bit?
Okay.
Like you did with me.
If you need anything, let me know. All right. Stay safe. I think he just wants some alone time. I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Do you remember when we got fought back and I, you know, we were kind of I was being pushy because I'm very insensitive, and I said that dog is yours, and he said no, it's not. I would remember if I adopted a dog, and then he was showing the adoption papers where he adopted a dog, and he kept saying he didn't. Were you there? Okay, you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. You also know how Walker was like, Flop, would you like to adopt a dog?
Yeah.
And then he said yes, and then everything was fine because everything was back to normal and he had a dog again.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, and this was probably while you were in the hospital, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to take Walker's approach. I went up to him and I said, Flop, would you like to be adopted? It didn't work out as well.
Oh, honey. Well done for trying, though.
You know, I was just, you know, I was trying to make the choice his.
I know, but he doesn't know. You don't need to know a dog that well to adopt it. You got to know your adoptive parents pretty well before you sign adoption papers, right?
I mean, we don't need to adopt him again. He's still adopted.
I know that. I know.
I was trying to give him the perception that the choice was his, even though it wasn't. Which is what Walker did with the dog.
Yeah.
Probably also shouldn't call him stupid.
Yeah, probably no.
But he is. But there's certain things you think and everyone knows, but you don't say out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Flop, you're stupid.
What? You didn't listen to your advice?
No, I didn't tell that to him.
Okay.
I'm not next to him anymore.
Okay.
You want me to? Should I?
No, God,
Are you
no.
good? Are you good? Is everything okay?
Yeah. I'll go, I'm gonna hang up and have me inhaler and stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know if you need anything.
Keep an eye on Flop, okay?
I will.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Bye.